guys, it's Jordan Yates here, and I'm here with Lane Daniels, and he is not only the branch manager but engineering manager down in Houston for GEA of Texas. Lane, say hi.
Hello.
Guys, Lane is incredibly smart and has put together this demo for us today, and he's going to tell us a little bit about it, some applications it could be used for, and some ideal end customers. So Lane, what are we looking at? I see a lot of buttons and lights, and like what are we seeing here?
Sure, so we're looking at here is a servo system, and this particular system consists of an Omron Servo controller.
Okay.
We have 2 servo drives with 2 servo motors, and then an additional 2 servo drives with 2 servo motors.
Mm-hmm.
And these are actually different series of motors and drives. And this particular motion controller is purchased in several different sizes, and by sizes it can control a different number of motion axes.
Okay. So like up, down, side to side.
Sure.
Okay,
so
because
if you imagine a machine, you may have a machine that moves something horizontally in, say, an X direction.
Okay.
And then in a Y direction horizontally, and then it may move vertically in a Z.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a 3-axis system.
And not every controller is equipped for that many axes, but certain ones are.
That's correct.
Okay,
That's correct.
Cool. So that's awesome that they have so many different options. And I'm sure if you're watching this, you may be familiar, but servo motors, it's the more exact, precise type applications that you'd want a servo because they're not exactly cheap per se.
That's right. Servo motors are meant for higher end applications. To give you an example, these motors here, some of these motors have 1 million pulses per revolution of resolution, which means
wow,
they can turn at high speeds and then stop to 1/1,000,000th of a revolution.
Oh my goodness.
So they're very precise, meant for very precise applications, very, very high end.
Awesome. And then on the screen down here, we're not going to get too into the software, but we do have it up. How user-friendly is their software?
So my experience is their software is very user-friendly.
Okay.
It's
Love to
very
hear that.
standard. Customers who are proficient in another brand of servo system and software, they can easily make a transition.
Okay. And do you have to use an Omron Servo with an Omron controller? Or can they mix and match?
You do not.
Okay,
so
cool.
The nice thing about these platforms are the motion controller will support third-party systems,
mm-hmm.
and they can be pulse direction or network style.
Awesome. So GEA, this is not unusual for them to have these really cool demos. And I have one more question, which is the value proposition of the company you work for. So lots of companies maybe sell these products, you can get them online, but where does GEA's value come into a situation where a customer may need a system like this?
Sure, so we're what you'd call a high-tech distributor, and the products we sell, we understand them very well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some companies that sell products, and what they do is they go in and basically pull a catalog number out and quote that to you and sell that to you if you proceed with the sale.
Yeah.
What we do is we go into the customer and we start off with asking the customer what problems are they trying to solve. So we go in as a solutions-based customer and try to help a customer solve a problem they're having, or maybe they're trying to come up with a new process. We help them select the appropriate components they need. So what we would do is go in and look at the servo requirements. We can help them on almost any level if they need help just picking out the part numbers, but they already know the specifications they need. Or maybe they know their process in their machine, but they don't know how to specify the motor.
Okay.
So we can actually go in and size the servos, which is actually that's an engineering practice. That's a technical process to go through that. It's not very simple.
Yeah.
And then after we do that, we can go in and size the appropriate controller, which is what you see over here, that would do the control. So the controller has to have not only support the number of axes required, but it also has to have the memory and the command set that'll solve the application that it needs as well.
Gotcha. Well, that sounds really cool. And it sounds like if you guys have any servo applications or anything adjacent to that GEA of Texas is the place for you to call. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the demo. Guys, I'm going to give you a closer up, zoomed in view, and then we're going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.